What's up? What's up? What's up?
How you doing?
Doing good, and yourself?
I'm well, brother. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
First, thank you for joining us. The signal's a little cloudy.
Hold on. Let me go outside.
Okay.
Old world. Dry, third cold. You know, think. Don't put it so thick. It's like too thick. Well, we had it. Too thick on that. I know. But that's the only one for thick. No, I'll be right back. I'm gonna
So you on site?
Is it better? Yeah, I'm in a job
you,
site. Yeah.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. That's
Yeah.
I was just talking to Mark Jupiter, who's a big furniture maker here, about being on a job and having a conversation and talking about the job. Perfect.
Always, man. It's just, I guess, in the job site, inside the building, inside the home, is like low reception for some particular reason.
Right.
So yeah, man. So I'm Carlo Sagasti, owner of Exotic Wall Finishes. I do decorative wall finishes for your homes, high-end homes. It's a Venetian plaster that we import from Italy.
Okay, hold it. What we're gonna do is you're gonna introduce yourself, tell us where you are. I'm gonna ask you some questions, and then we'll get into your journey and what you do.
Okay.
So, okay, your name again and where you are.
So my name is Gian Carlo Sagasti from Miami, Florida.
Okay, and you do Venetian wall finishes.
Yeah, Venetian plaster is decorative wall finishes.
Okay, cool. All right, so we're gonna get into some questions to learn a little bit more about you, and then we'll get into your journey, your process, and how you came across this really cool, beautiful thing you did.
Okay.
So, what word or phrase do you overuse?
What that I overphrase to you?
Yeah, what word or phrase do you overuse?
So bringing walls to life.
Okay.
Bringing walls to life, because that's what I do. I bring your walls to life.
All right. In life, what is your least favorite thing to do?
In my life, what's the least?
Yeah, what's the least favorite thing to do?
I don't know, man. I enjoy everything I do.
That's good. That's good. What's your most favorite thing to do?
Well, for sure, I have a passion for what I do. You know, I have a passion to be with my family as well, and to work out, to do a lot of fitness activities, outside activities.
Okay. That includes beach time?
Of course, always. That's always 24/7.
What is the one thing your spouse will want to change about you?
My spouse, maybe to spend more quality. I'm too focused. I'm very focused, and I'm taking it to new levels. Different. So I'm like at home. I'm working. I'm thinking about the project of the next day or what just happened to me. What I have with my employees. So I'm always thinking about work all the time. It's crazy.
Okay. What makes you tick?
When things don't go my way.
Okay.
I think.
All right.
That.
All right. What irks you the most?
When your employees don't listen to you, when you tell them to do something and they don't do it the way you want them to do it. It's like you have to be careful how you talk to them about it. You have to be careful how you fix the situation. You don't want them to reach out or say F you and disappear because they leave and it's just you by yourself. Got to finish it up.
Oh boy, I know. What sound makes you happiest?
What sound? I like hearing hearing my kids laugh.
Okay, good. What sound bothers you?
Hearing my kids cry.
Right. What profession other than your own would you like to try?
Well, I do a lot of contracting as well and building things, and I like that. I'm really good at law. I went to school for airplane mechanics, civil mechanics. Um, my partner's is a family attorney that learned a lot about law, and I'm really good at it. I give her a lot of good tips, good stories, and give her ideas and all that. So I'm pretty good at help people in the world that come to me and they talk to me. We start talking about life, help them out in those type of situations. I'm like somewhat like good at those.
Okay. What would you want on your tombstone?
In my tombstone, I'm not even thinking about that. Damn, man, I'm about that already. What the fuck? Hold on. What's up, brother? Sí, él tiene más texto. ¿Qué? Oh, okay. Pero lo siento. Pero yo lo digo. Estoy eating, lo digo ahora. Sorry, pero wait,
No, it's all good. So, what would you want on your tombstone?
Oh man, I would like to say this man made a lot of change in the world. This man helped many in the world. Something positive. I think like that. It's not something that I would want to write. It's something what people, my partner, or whoever would write for me, that they saw me, how they saw me in the world. You know what I mean?
Yep. Yeah. What is it about your personality that drives your business?
I think it has to do with the passion that I have. My passion is very strong, and people see that. When I talk about something, they believe it because I know what I'm talking about. So, like, if you're sick, what do? You go to the doctor, and the doctor will give you the right confident in what they're talking about. So I'm confident about what I talk about.
Okay. What is it about your personality that hinders your business?
I would say is just the positive vibe that I am, that people just fall in love with how I talk to people. There's really nothing negative to tell you the truth about anything. Hey, Eric, come here. Hold on, I have to tell my guy to wear his. What's up, bro? Yo, they're things that you think. Cough, sneeze, whatever, and I told him to smoke a lot. Sorry, bro.
It's all good. Who would you want to travel cross country on a motorcycle with?
Of course, with my partner, man. With my partner. That's the only person I could drive. The only person in my life.
All right. What was your favorite concert?
My favorite concert was I went to a couple of concerts. I would say the most recent concert I went to was it's not the concert. Oh, Angel Show, the Mac show, Chris Angel. You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah.
The show was very, very, very good, man. It was like it was like motivating. It was very positive. It was a fun show. I don't know if it's a concert, but for concert wise, I'm not really sure. There's a that I went, but I don't know if I can say his name, because he's very, people don't like him, so I can't say his name, when I was younger. But I would say Chris Angel.
Okay. All right, cool. When was the last time you cried?
When was the last time I cried? Oh, my father's very sick right now. He's living in South America. There's issues that I cannot makes it sad in a lot of different ways, that I can fix his situation. You know what I mean? So that makes me feel that help him more than that.
What impact do you want to leave on your industry?
What impacted me?
Yeah, what impact do you want to leave on your industry?
Oh, more positive impact in life, because industry, I teach a lot of people in the world of how to start a profession, and I would say the impact would be like this gentleman helped the helped the guy, showed his secret. Guy was wasn't scared to show people how to do things. And for 15 years of my life, so I keep being it.
Okay. When was the most difficult time for your business, and how did you overcome it?
The most difficult time for everybody is for basically mine. I started it. When I started it, I started it alone. I started it divorced. I started. It was, but I focus, and my focus was, and I started with something small, another thing small, a little big here, a little big here, another small. Just started growing up, growing, and it blew up to a way.
Okay, cool. All right. Who would you most like to have a conversation with?
Who would I? Besides Tupac, I would have a conversation with.
Okay, wait a second. Why would you want to have a conversation with Tupac?
I don't know, man. He was always motivating for me, man. He always like motivated me. Before I started the job, I was positive music songs and go with that, or it gives me proper energy and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Not all the stuff when some songs, but all the positive stuff like that.
Yeah, no, I agree. He was inspirational, motivational in a lot of ways, and I think even when sometimes he went off the rail, that was a part of his passion, his emotion, because he was an emotional man.
You're right.
So
Yeah.
he kind of get off on a tangent and go it, but through it all, he was a pretty solid dude.
Exactly. And I respect truth. I respect that. You know, and that's what I like. I like the in general. You know.
All right, so let's get into your journey. So let us know from high school the things that you've been through that led you to doing what you're doing now.
Well, from of school, I was back. I was, and I was, um, and I was always leading. I was always leading everything I did, and then right.
Your sound is going in and out.
Okay, so basically, like I was saying, what part you heard me to?
The you have a passion about what you would do. Yeah, you keep going.
Okay, so basically, then after high school, I went to airplane mechanic school. I started studying that. I got a job in that, and then I got married into a company in Marmarino, a company called Forensic Enterprises. So that's a company where we import Venetian plaster from Europe to the United States, and we made that $1 million company. I was the face of the company. You know, I was in all the videos. I went to all the shows, the whole 9 yards. It was my future company with my ex-wife, of course. And, you know, it was just, we lived for the company. The only thing we thought about was the company, Venetian Plaster, Marino. That's all we thought about. And our relationship broke. You know, it was just a broken marriage. When we had 2 kids together. I stayed in the company when we got divorced. But then when we got divorced, you know, it was just ugly working there, and I couldn't do it anymore. And I left, and that's when I started Exotic, and that's when it blew up because I was the face of that company. So a lot of people knew me. I was teaching thousands of people already, not hundreds, thousands of people how to do Venetian already. Uh, so when I started the company, they already knew about what everything about the Venetian culture, and I just closing deals, boom, 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 boom. It was hard at first because I don't by myself, you know, broken because I wasn't 100. and I did it. And yeah, man, and it took me to that one. Now,
So how long were you with your ex-partner doing that business, and how long have you been in your current business?
I was doing that for 14 years with her. Started my business 5 years ago. So I've been 17, going to 18 years now, doing Venetian plaster. You know, it's my career. I'm a professional at it. It's all
So, so you've always done walls.
I've always done walls. Yeah, always. Since I was very young, I started. When I was basically 22 years old, started.
So did you start out doing drywalls and moved
Huh?
into Venetian plaster, or always?
No, I was into airplane mechanics and all that stuff. I got into it because I got married into it. And it was a very successful business. And then I just started working on it, became really, really good. I wanted to invest that. And that's what I achieved.
Now you say, do you currently teach people how to do what you do?
I currently teach through videos and stuff like that. I haven't did a class unless they come to me and they learn at one of my job sites, stuff like that. Now, we train people at the facility, enterprises. We train people there, and then I go visit. I do, I'll show you a little bit here and there. We have an instructor that teaches there.
Okay. And what's the furthest you've traveled for work?
Well, I did some work. I would say Italy, Europe.
Okay. And so
I traveled almost in every state to work in the USA. So out of USA, I would say to Europe areas.
Okay. And people would contact you, and you would just get your crew and go do the job. How big is your team?
Well, my team is it has to do with 4 people, and then it's all got to do. They approve the price and all that. Like depending how big the job is, so it's depending how many people I take out of town. You know, because what I do also is I train people worldwide. So I write a big note. I'm going to New York City to do a big project. Who would like to work and get trained with exotic? So then I look at the portfolio, see if they do any good work, and then I have some people like that come work for me. So I bring like 1 or 2 employees with me that I need full time there, and then start hiring people from local people from that state.
That's good because you get to leave them with the skill.
Of course, and it helps me out because I can leave future projects or for touch-ups for stupid. Hey, the job we did, I need touch-ups. Hey, you blah, blah, blah.
That makes sense. Yeah,
You know?
I did a job in San Francisco, and one of the tables moved. I got to fly back there to fix it.
You see, something like that, and it's something so, you know what I mean? That it's gonna cost them more money instead of getting somebody local to do it for details. Because the thing is that we made ourselves so successful that people want exotic. People want you to go do that particular project. So people pay the big bucks for the quality that we do, you know, and I respect that, I love that, and they get what they pay. Like they move the painting and they have a hole in the wall now. Little fly over there. The airplane costs $40. A hotel room, the whole now is not worth it. So I'll find people to do little stupid touch up. But if it's a big touch up, then over there. I'll.
How do you get your own products? How did that come about?
Basically, that has to do with the people that we import the Venetian plaster from Italy. I have a strong connection with them, and the main thing is having a business agreement with them and having my own exotic products, my own trowels, doing a contract with them, selling it worldwide. The main thing is having people carry the product. The main thing, making people carry your product, not only you, and that's a whole nother.
Yeah, so it's a whole nother distribution is a whole nother business.
Exactly.
What's the biggest job you've done?
I've done many big jobs. I've done lobbies of hotels. I've done huge mansions. I've done huge condos. You know, one of the proudest jobs, probably my first biggest job. You know, that started what it was because it brought the proper income to more into and stuff like that. So I've done many big. Many that I'm very happy. Biggest jobs are always hotel.
Yeah, yeah. I was just talking about wall space because that could be kind of that could be a lot of time.
Of course, we're talking about 4,000 or 5,000 square feet. I leave next week to the Bahamas. I'm going to the Bahamas next week. I'm doing almost 5,000 square feet condo. $40 condo in the Bahamas is you know, I'm doing that next week. Start seeing crazy. That
So where are you from originally?
I am Peruvian Italian.
Okay, so are you from Peru?
I was born in Peru and I came down here when I was 2 years old, and I stayed in the United States ever since.
There was we were in Peru 6, 7 years ago.
Okay.
I've been to Italy, Venice, Florence, Rome, Siena, France. The best Italian meal that I've ever had was in Lima. It was in Peru.
Well, Peruvian food is one of the best foods there is. Man, you go to a Peruvian restaurant, a good one, the best food there is. No doubt about it. And I'm Latino. All these amazing food, but Peru, because I'm Peruvian, just because it beats it. You know, I love food in Europe. It's too much carbs, too much, but it makes it amazing. It's like it's no comparison to in the United States. You know, the only chef and they use proper ingredients.
Yep, that had to be what it is. I mean, it was absolutely amazing.
Yeah, man.
Where do you want to take your business next?
Well, I want to for sure take it to the next level, meaning I want to have my own product line, Marmarino that I sell under. I want to have my own niche with my proper to sell Venetian flowers. I'll be part of it. Mix the buckets. But I want all mines. You know what I mean? All mines.
Right. So
And the main thing is having exotic. Of course, the main thing is having my exotic wall finishes. It's basically, I feel like it's an organism that it survives without me. You know what I mean? That's the way I want to leave it. Like, if something happens to me, my employees, son, daughter, whatever, will keep moving with exotic. I'm building my name exotic so strong, and I'm teaching employees how perfect to be, how detailed to be, that if I don't go, if I see one of my employees go, it's exotic, not Gian that goes. It's exotic that goes. If I see my daughter to go, it's exotic that's going. You know what I mean? So I want to make sure that people know. I want to build my company, that it's exotic. If it's me, if it's Chloe, if it's my daughter, if it's whoever, exotic. Like, people know that it's exotic. Even exotic lives on.
all right, cool. How does your daughter work with you now?
Well, my older daughter, is I train my kids how to be that. Now, I want to do that as a career. That's another story. I want to put them in that. If they want to go to college, I want them to go to college and do their own career. You know that they have a family. If it's working with exotic offices in their grandfather's company, Forensic Enterprises, where we sell or working with an attorney, regardless, they'll be okay. But want to start their own an attorney or something else on in their own way.
Okay. Who in the industry motivates you or inspires you?
In this industry, it's very hard. I inspired myself. I would inspire me, but manufacturers reps that grow. Like the owner of Forensic, that's my father. In that sense, you know, he taught me to speak proper. He taught me how to speak in the crowd. That inspired me to manufacture the product. He believed in me that I shouldn't be bucket doing what I'm doing now. Started. They inspired me, and that started to blow it up. In that way, you know, that helped me grow. But then you're not enemy, but not because of jealousy. You know what I mean? They helped you, and they just started uh, hating on you because of who you are.
How important is it for you to bring on and train other Latin people or people of color in your industry?
The thing is that I believe career as an artist faster than many can do it. And
Yeah, the sound keeps breaking up.
yeah, man. Sorry. The thing is that is I don't want it to be a industry. It could be a dying industry because if people don't know how to sell it, you know, it could go in a dying industry because it's a special industry. So that's why you have to teach people properly, not only of application one is learning about the product, educating about the product, and knowing how to sell, how to convince a client why you need an idea at home. You know what I mean? That's also another step. And if nobody teaches that, be a dying industry. Even though the industry is strong, and I believe that one of the ones that made it very strong what it is today, and of course other people that involved in it. But if nobody's out there know how to do it, it could be away. You know what I mean? Because it's a big fish, small pond. You know what I mean?
Right.
We're in a big ocean. You know what I mean? But
Okay. I'm trying to see what else we've covered. Do you have any? Can you show your products? Are they close?
no, the thing is that we're in the middle of a project now that we just
You
started.
using them? Okay.
I can't really see it right now, and I don't really have a sense of me now.
No, not a problem at all. Not a
But
problem at all.
but the new viewers out there that are watching now that don't follow me, that don't understand what I do, that this gentleman is talking, I would recommend you to follow my page and understand what I do. Wall finishes, marble, iron homes, very gorgeous, very beautiful walls. I started my own hashtag calling it sexy walls. Go up and I have people tagging sexy walls worldwide. I'll blow that up. And check me guys. You guys can.
All right. Thank you, brother. I appreciate your time.
No problem, man. No problem. I'm here, man. Here.
And we'll keep our eyes on it. And good luck to you. Thank you very much for joining us.
No, thank you, man. Thank you for having me in the show. I appreciate it. Whatever you need from me, know. I'm here for you guys. It's just something very unique that we had that many people do. Decorated wall finishes, natural products made out of lime marble, very beautiful finish. You know.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, brother. Have a great day.
Thank you, man. Same to you guys.
Thank you.
For watching.
Yep.